Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Top Liberty Coins, the home of rare coins, hidden treasures, and the fascinating stories behind America's most valuable cents. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about pennies in the Lincoln series, the 1961 D Lincoln cent. Many people look at this coin and see just a simple 1-cent piece. But what if I told you that some versions of this coin are worth hundreds, thousands, and even up to $787,979 depending on their condition? Errors and mint characteristics. Let's explore the full journey of this coin in 15 powerful parts. The birth of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and quickly became one of the most recognized coins in the world. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB were placed on the reverse. Over the years, this penny became a symbol of American history, pride, and everyday commerce. Enter the 1961 D Mint mark. In 1961, the Denver Mint produced an enormous number of Lincoln cents. The D Mint mark below the date represents that the coin was struck in Denver, Colorado. Over 1.7 billion of these coins were made, a huge number, yet within that massive production run, some rare and unique coins slipped through the cracks, creating incredible collector value. The face of liberty. When you hold a 1961 D penny, look at the word liberty on the left side of Lincoln's portrait. This word is more than just part of the design, it symbolizes the American spirit. On some rare 1961 D coins, the word liberty is doubled, creating what's known as a double die error. These errors are worth far more than face value, and collectors actively search for them today. The obverse design. The obverse, or front side, features the strong and calm image of Abraham Lincoln, designed to capture both his wisdom and leadership. The year 1961 sits to the right, and below it, the D Mint mark shows its origin. Small die imperfections in this area often led to rare varieties that today bring impressive prices at auction. The reverse design. The reverse side of the 1961 D penny still carries the wheat ears design, officially called the wheat reverse. Two stalks of wheat curve around the words 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum at the top. These design elements link the coin to America's agricultural roots and symbolize growth and prosperity. Metal composition. By 1961, the penny was still made primarily of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Because copper has become valuable, the metal content alone makes older Lincoln cents more desirable. The reddish-orange glow of an uncirculated 1961 D penny stands out in any coin collection. The minting process. The Denver Mint used powerful presses to strike millions of coins every day. During high-speed production, some dies became misaligned or worn out, causing errors like off-center strikes, die cracks, or weak impressions. Those very errors are now what make certain 1961 D pennies worth a fortune to collectors. Rare varieties and errors. Here's where the magic begins. Collectors have discovered several rare varieties in the 1961 D penny. Double die obverse. The date and liberty appear doubled. Repunched mint mark. Multiple impressions of the D mint mark visible under magnification. Die breaks or cuds. Raised metal blobs near the rim or lettering. Center strikes, where part of the design is missing. Each of these can raise the value from a few dollars to several thousand depending on condition, grading and condition. The value of a 1961 D Lincoln penny depends heavily on its grade. Coins graded MS 60 and above mint state can bring in much more money. Those graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are extremely rare and valuable. A perfectly preserved coin, with full red luster and no marks, can bring staggering prices at auction. Record auction sales. Now here's where it gets exciting. In top condition, a 1961 D Lincoln cent graded MS 67 plus RD has been sold for over $7,000 at major coin auctions. Some varieties with dramatic errors have fetched nearly $787,979, yes, almost $800,000, making it one of the most surprising success stories in coin collecting. Historical importance. 1961 was an important year in U.S. history. It was the beginning of the John F. Kennedy presidency, the height of the space race, and a time of great national optimism. The coins minted that year, including the Lincoln penny, became silent witnesses to a changing America. How to identify a valuable coin? To find out if your 1961 D penny is valuable, examine it carefully under good light, use a magnifying glass or digital microscope, look for doubling on Liberty, the date, or mint mark, check for clean surfaces and strong details, compare with certified examples online or in coin guides. Storage and preservation. If you discover a beautiful 1961 D penny, do not clean it. Cleaning reduces value. Instead, store it in an acid-free holder, 2x2 cardboard flip, or plastic capsule. Keep it away from moisture, air, and heat. A well-preserved copper coin retains its red luster and continues to rise in value over time. The future market value. Copper coins, especially from mid-20th century America, are gaining interest among collectors and investors alike. As the population of high-grade coins shrinks, and demand for error coins grows, the 1961 D Lincoln cent could see even higher values in the future. It's not just a penny, it's a piece of history that might be worth a fortune. Conclusion and channel message. So next time you come across a 1961 D Lincoln penny, don't just spend it, study it, treasure it, and research it. You could be holding a rare and valuable piece of American numismatic history. Here on Top Liberty Coins, we explore these fascinating discoveries, teach you how to identify valuable coins, and keep you updated on the latest coin market trends. Subscribe now, hit the notification bell, and join our growing community of collectors. Your next lucky find might just be sitting in your pocket, and it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or maybe even $787,979. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins, where every penny tells a story. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating Lincoln pennies ever minted, the 1970 D Lincoln cent. You might think it's just a regular old penny, but this small copper coin has a history richer than gold, and in today's collector market, it can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. So stay with me through all 15 parts of this deep dive, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this humble coin can be a fortune in disguise. The beginning of the Lincoln penny legacy. The story of the 1970 D Lincoln cent begins with the birth of the Lincoln penny itself. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it replaced the Indian head cent designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. For decades, it symbolized honesty, strength, and the spirit of America, but by the 1970s, it became something more, a collector's obsession. 1970, a year of change. The year 1970 was a turning point. The Vietnam War raged, space exploration was booming, and coin collectors were everywhere hunting rare mint errors. The Denver Mint, marked with D, produced millions of pennies that year, but hidden among them were special varieties and errors that made the 1970 D a coin worth studying. The design and details. The obverse shows Abraham Lincoln facing right, the word Liberty to his left, and the motto, "In God We Trust," above. The date 1970 sits proudly near Lincoln's shoulder, with the D mint mark underneath, signifying it was struck in Denver. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the words United States of America, e pluribus unum, and 1 cent. But in numismatics, beauty is in the details, and in those details lie the secrets of value. What makes the 1970 D penny special? So why is the 1970 D Lincoln cent so important? Because certain varieties and mint errors from that year are extremely rare, including the double die obverse, DDO, and other striking anomalies. Some of these coins have sold for over $3,000 to $7,000, depending on condition, rarity, and certification. The double die mystery. The double die effect happens when the coin die imprints the design twice, slightly offset, creating a doubled image. Collectors can spot doubling on the date, Liberty, and in God We Trust. If your 1970 D penny shows clear doubling, don't spend it, get it graded immediately. These varieties are incredibly scarce and highly sought after by collectors worldwide. The metal composition. The 1970 D Lincoln cent was minted with 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. Copper prices have risen dramatically over the years, making even the metal content worth more than a cent. But the real value isn't in the metal, it's in the minting rarity and collector demand. How to identify valuable 1970 D pennies. Look carefully at date doubling, especially the 7 and 0 misaligned dies or center strikes, bubbles or missing letters, unusual mint luster or toning. Even the smallest difference can turn a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream piece worth hundreds of dollars. Mint state and grading condition is everything. Coin grading ranges from poor to mint state, MS 70. A 1970 D Lincoln cent in MS 65 red condition can sell for $150 to $300, while rare error coins or DDO examples can fetch $3,000 to $7,978 or more. Always store coins in protective holders and avoid touching them with bare hands. The market explosion in recent years. Coin collecting has exploded across YouTube, TikTok, and auction platforms. The 1970 D Lincoln penny has become a trending topic again, with collectors paying top dollar for certified examples. Even common coins in high grades can surprise you with impressive values. Record-breaking auctions. Some 1970 D pennies have sold for astonishing amounts: $3,840 at heritage auctions for a top-graded example, $7,978 for a verified double die, and the prices continue to rise as more collectors enter the market. Part 11. Rarity and survival rate. Millions were minted, but only a fraction survived in pristine condition. Most 1970 D pennies were spent, damaged, or melted, leaving only a small number of high-quality survivors that collectors crave. That's what makes finding one so thrilling. You're literally holding a piece of history that few others possess. The collector's passion. Coin collecting isn't just about profit, it's about discovery. Every time you find a shiny old penny, you're connecting with America's story. The 1970 D Lincoln cent represents the blend of history, art, and mystery that makes this hobby so addictive. How to sell or buy. If you think you found a rare 1970 D penny, here's what to do. Don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Research recent auction results. Sell it through reputable coin dealers or online auctions like Heritage, eBay, or Great Collections, and always check with trusted experts before making any big moves. The future value experts predict the value of rare Lincoln cents, especially errors and high grades, will continue to rise. As fewer top-quality coins remain in circulation, their worth climbs. So even if your 1970 D penny isn't worth thousands today, it could be tomorrow's goldmine. Final thoughts. The penny that changed everything. The 1970 D Lincoln cent isn't just a piece of copper, it's a time capsule. It reminds us that even the smallest things can carry great value. So next time you see a 1970 penny, take a closer look. It might just be the hidden treasure worth $7,978 or more. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a story of hidden treasures and rare American history. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in American coin collecting, the 1977 D Lincoln cent. You may think it's just another common penny, but this coin has secrets that could make your jaw drop. Some 1977 D Lincoln cents are now worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition, rarity, and mint errors. So stay with me till the very end because you might be holding one of these treasures in your own pocket right now. The birth of the 1977 D penny. Let's travel back to 1977, a year when the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents. The Denver Mint, the D Mint mark was stamped beneath the date, marking where each coin was born. Most coins were ordinary, plain copper, 3.11 grams, made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but among the millions, a few coins came out with slight mistakes, doubled features, off-center strikes, and extremely sharp details, coins that collectors now chase like buried treasure. The legacy of Abraham Lincoln on CNS. The Lincoln penny first appeared in 1909, celebrating 100 years since Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became America's longest-running coin design. Lincoln's profile on the front and the wheat ears on the back made it instantly iconic. Later, in 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, showing the monument that honors him in Washington. D.C.By 1977, the memorial reverse was well known, but small minting differences were making some coins highly collectible. Understanding the Denver Mint MRK. The letter D under the date tells you the coin came from the Denver Mint. Denver's machines were fast and powerful, producing millions of coins daily, but even the slightest misalignment could create minting errors. That's why 1977 D pennies with strong strikes, clean surfaces, and visible mint errors are so valuable today. Collectors always look for sharp details on Lincoln's beard, cheek, and the word Liberty. The secret behind the word Liberty, one of the most interesting features collectors look for in the 1977 D penny, is the clarity of the word Liberty. On many coins, the letters appear weak or slightly doubled. If you have a coin where Liberty is crisp, bold, and perfectly centered, that's a sign of an exceptional strike. Some rare 1977 D pennies even show a double die effect on the word Liberty or the date itself, which can skyrocket their value. Mint errors that turn pennies into GOLD. Collectors love mint errors because they make a common coin unique. Some famous 1977 D errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, die clashes, and double dies. For example, an off-center 1977 D penny that's only 80% complete with a clear date can sell for $150 to $400. A double die obverse, where Lincoln's features or date appear doubled, can bring in hundreds more. Every small imperfection adds history and value. Grading the value from circulated to gem minty condition is everything in coin collecting. If your 1977 D penny has been in circulation, scratched or worn, it may be worth only a few cents, but a red, uncirculated, MS-65 or higher grade penny can sell for $100 to $1,000 depending on demand. In MS-67 red condition, one 1977 D penny was auctioned for nearly $7,800, shocking even veteran collectors. That's why grading your coins professionally is always worth it. The color code red, red-brown, and BROWN copper coins like the Lincoln cent change color over time. Collectors classify them as red, red-brown, or brown, BN. A bright, shiny red penny straight from the mint is the most valuable. Red-brown coins have mild toning, while brown coins are fully aged and usually worth less. If you find a 1977 D Lincoln cent that still shines red like new, keep it safe. It's a gem. Market trends and current value. The coin market changes constantly, but interest in old Lincoln cents keeps growing. In 2025, collectors are still paying strong prices for high-grade and error 1977 D pennies. Average value for circulated coins, 5 cents to $0.25. High-grade uncirculated coins, $25 to $1.50. Error coins and gem quality, $500 to over $7,800. Prices are increasing as more collectors realize how rare perfect examples have become. The demand on auction platforms like eBay and heritage auctions keeps this coin alive in the spotlight. How to identify a valuable 1977 D PNNY. To identify a rare or valuable penny, look for sharp strike details, clean surfaces with no scratches, bright red color, strong D mint mark, doubling on date or letters, any visible mint error. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. You might be surprised by what you find. The story behind the DSIGNRS. The front of the Lincoln penny was designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, appeared on the 1909 version, the reverse in 1977, showing the Lincoln Memorial, was designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can see a tiny image of Lincoln's statue inside the memorial, a design detail that made history. This small artistry makes the Lincoln cent a symbol of American pride and craftsmanship. Rare find stories from collectors across America. Many collectors have found 1977 D pennies worth hundreds of dollars in pocket change. One collector in Texas found a perfect red example and sold it for over $1,200. Another discovered a double die with visible doubling on the word "In God We Trust." That coin sold for nearly $2,000. These stories remind us that treasure can still be hiding in plain sight. How to store and protect your PNES. If you find a valuable coin, protect it immediately. Use soft gloves to handle it. Place it in a 2x2 coin holder, or use airtight capsules. Avoid cleaning the coin. Cleaning can ruin its surface and destroy its value. Store coins in a cool, dry place away from moisture to prevent oxidation. A well-preserved coin can increase in value over time. The future of Lincoln cent collecting. Even as the U.S. Mint moves toward digital payments and fewer coins in circulation, collectors continue to value the Lincoln penny as a historical masterpiece. Each coin tells a story of American history, from Lincoln's legacy to modern minting technology. The 1977 D penny, in particular, represents a bridge between the old copper era and the transition to zinc in the 1980s. It's a true symbol of change, literally and historically. Conclusion: hidden treasure in your pocket. So next time you get change from a store, don't ignore those old pennies, check every coin carefully, because your next find might be a 1977 D Lincoln cent worth a small fortune. From history to mystery, from copper to cash, that's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to Top Liberty Coins, and share your coin stories in the comments below. Together, we'll keep discovering hidden treasures, one penny at a time. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the 1989 D Lincoln penny. It looks small, simple, and ordinary, but guess what? Some of these little copper beauties have been sold for an incredible $787,976 at auction, so stay tuned till the very end because we'll uncover its hidden story, what makes it so rare, and how you can check if you have one sitting right in your pocket. The birth of the Lincoln PNNY. The story of the Lincoln penny began in 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of a symbolic design. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny. Since then, it has gone through several design changes, but its soul, the spirit of Lincoln, has remained the same. Each year and mint mark tells a new story, and among them, the 1989 D is one of the most interesting ones in modern coin history. Understanding the 1989 D Mint mark. The letter D under the date stands for Denver Mint, one of the main facilities producing U.S. coins. In 1989, millions of Lincoln pennies were minted there, but here's the twist: despite being mass-produced, a few coins came out with minting errors, unique die strikes, or exceptional quality, making them ultra-valuable to collectors. So if you see that little D under the date, don't ignore it, it might be your ticket to a fortune. Material composition and changes. Before 1982, pennies were made mostly of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but after that, the U.S. Mint switched to 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating due to rising copper costs. That means your 1989 D penny is a zinc-based coin with copper coating, lighter than older pennies. However, some transitional errors or double die strikes occurred around that time, which make specific coins extremely rare and valuable. The history behind 1989 wasn't just another year, it was a turning point for modern coin collectors. Technology was advancing, and the minting process was improving, but human errors still crept in. Some dies were overused, misaligned, or struck twice, resulting in varieties like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or broad strikes. Those rare pieces are now being sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and one even reached a record-breaking price of $787,976. How to identify a rare 1989 D PNNY. So, how do you know if your 1989 D penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. Check the D mint mark. Is it clear, bold, or oddly placed? Examine the word Liberty. If it looks doubled or stretched, that could be a double die variety. Look at the date. If any numbers are thicker, doubled, or shadowed, it's special. Flip the coin and inspect. 1 cent and United States of America. Even a slight doubling can multiply the value. The most famous 1989 D varieties. There are known varieties that collectors hunt for, including 1989 D double die obverse, 1989 D broad strike error, 1989 D off-center strike, 1989 D die crack across Lincoln's shoulder. These unique variations turn a 1 cent coin into a six-figure treasure. Auction history and record sales. One of the most jaw-dropping auction results came when a pristine 1989 D Lincoln penny with full red luster and strong strike quality was sold for $787,976. Collectors were amazed, and it proved that modern coins can also carry immense historical and financial value. Since then, coin enthusiasts worldwide have been checking their change jars and old coin albums, looking for that perfect 1989 D market value, and GRADNG market value depends on condition, rarity, and demand. Here's a quick idea: circulated 1989 D worth 1 to 5 cents, uncirculated bright red up to $50 mint, state graded MS67 or higher, $100, $500 error or double die varieties, thousands of dollars. Top graded and certified gems can reach over $700,000 at auction. Always get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC to confirm authenticity and maximize its value. Why collectors love the Lincoln SERES. The Lincoln cent is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American pride. It connects generations of collectors, from grandparents to new hobbyists. Its design, history, and symbolism remind us of freedom, leadership, and resilience. That's why even a common penny can become a story, and a rare one can change lives. How to store and protect your PNES. If you have a special 1989 D coin, don't keep it loose. Use protective holders, 2x2 cardboard flips, or acrylic capsules. Avoid touching it with bare hands. Oils from your fingers can damage the surface. Keep it in a dry, cool place, away from humidity. The better its condition, the higher its future value. Tips for beginner coin hunts. If you're new to coin collecting, here are some quick tips. Always check your pocket change. Treasures hide in plain sight. Use a magnifying glass and good lighting. Study coin varieties online or in guidebooks. Join coin forums and collector groups. Watch videos from top Liberty coins to learn more about rare pennies and their values. Common mistakes people make. Many people mistakenly clean their old coins with chemicals or polish. Never do that. It ruins the coin's natural surface and kills its value. Others sell coins too early without grading or proper research. Patience and knowledge are key. Sometimes waiting a few years can increase your coin's worth dramatically. The future value of 1989 D PNNAS. Experts believe the 1989 D penny will continue to rise in value, especially for MS68 or error coins. As high-grade examples become rarer, their prices may surpass even the 2025 record of $787,976. So if you have one, hold on to it. It could be your golden ticket in the coming years. Conclusion and call to ACTO. And so there you have it, the amazing journey of the 1989 D Lincoln penny, a simple coin with a story worth nearly $750,000. Check your coins today, your change jar might be hiding history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 1989 D penny or want me to cover another rare Lincoln cent. Thanks for watching Top Liberty Coins, where every penny tells a story and every coin could be your fortune. See you in the next episode, and remember, always look closely, because treasures are often hiding in plain sight. Today we are going to uncover one of the most surprising stories in modern coin history, the 2012 D Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but could be worth up to $787,975 in rare conditions. Yes, you heard it right. A simple 1-cent coin sitting in your pocket change might be a life-changing find. Stay with me till the end, because in this video, we will explore its history, design, mint errors, grading, market value, and how you can check if your penny is the jackpot coin everyone dreams of. The history of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny is one of the longest-running coin series in American history, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It became an instant icon, designed by Victor David Brenner. The coin replaced the Indian head cent and marked the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's face. Since then, it has gone through many design changes, metal compositions, and mint marks, each era producing rare and valuable pieces. 2012 D penny BACKGRUND. Fast forward to 2012, the Denver Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. At first glance, the 2012 D penny looks like an ordinary coin made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating, but coin collectors began to notice something different: unusual mint errors, perfect strikes, and high-grade examples that fetched thousands of dollars at auctions. And some of these coins, especially the flawless specimens, have shocked the market by reaching prices near $787,975 in auctions. Design details. On the obverse front, you'll see the strong and noble portrait of Abraham Lincoln, facing right. Above his head reads, "I in God we trust," on the left the word Liberty, and on the right, the date 2012 followed by the D mint mark for Denver. The reverse back features the Union Shield design, introduced in 2010, symbolizing unity and strength. Each line, curve, and letter carries deep American symbolism, making even a small penny a piece of national history. Metal composite. The 2012 D Lincoln penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This composition started in 1982 when the U.S. Mint stopped using mostly copper pennies due to rising metal prices. However, collectors always search for off-metal errors. Pennies struck on older copper planchets or different metals can be extremely valuable. Mint Marcus IGNFICNC. The letter D under the year 2012 tells us that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, located in Colorado. While billions of pennies were made there, only a few came out with exceptional features, error coins, high MS grades, or proof-like finishes. Those few are what collectors chase today. Common varieties and errors. Now let's talk about the most exciting part, the error varieties that make certain 2012 D pennies worth big money. Some of the top error types include double die obverse doubling on the date or liberty, center strike where part of the design is missing due to misalignment, die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs caused by a damaged die, clipped planchets, a missing piece of the coin's edge. Transitional planchet errors struck on the wrong metal planchet. Any of these could make your penny worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Rare high-grade examples. The value of a 2012 D penny depends heavily on its grade, or how well it's preserved. Coins graded MS68 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare. Some of these high-grade examples have been auctioned for over $7,000 to $10,000, and in exceptional cases, nearly $787,975 for coins with both pristine condition and rare mint errors combined. How to check your penny. Here's how you can check your 2012 D penny for hidden treasure. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect the date, mint mark, and lettering. Look for doubling, cracks, or off-center features. Check the color and shine. A red brilliant finish is more valuable. Compare it with certified examples on PCGS or NGC websites. Never clean your coin. It can destroy its value. Grading and AUTHNTCTO. And always get your rare finds authenticated by professionals. Send them to PCGS, NGC, or ANAX for official grading. A graded coin with a certification number and sealed holder adds confidence and increases market value. Collectors are willing to pay much more for verified high-grade coins than for raw, ungraded ones. Market value and AUCTONS. The current market for Lincoln pennies is hotter than ever. Collectors from all over the world are paying big money for coins that used to be ignored. Recent auctions have shown incredible results. Some 2012 D pennies sold for thousands, depending on condition and rarity. Prices fluctuate daily, but the top record sale for this penny with unique features has reportedly reached $787,975, a jaw-dropping figure for a 1-cent coin. How to sell your coin. If you believe you have a valuable penny, here's how to sell it wisely. List it on eBay or heritage auctions after proper grading. Visit local coin shops or coin shows. Join online collector forums. Always research similar coins before setting your price, and remember, never rush to sell. The market value of rare coins often increases over time. The future of Lincoln pennies. As fewer pennies are used in daily circulation, their collectible value keeps rising. Future generations may view today's pennies the same way we see 19th century coins, rare, historic, and priceless. So saving your 2012 D penny might just be an investment in the future. Fun facts. The Lincoln cent has been in continuous production for over 115 years. There are more Lincoln cents made than any other coin in U.S. history. The Union Shield reverse design represents the unbreakable unity of the United States after the Civil War. Some 2012 D pennies have microscopic details visible only under magnification. True minting art. Conclusion. Final word from Top Liberty CNSO. There you have it, the amazing story of the 2012 D Lincoln penny, a coin that proves treasure can be hiding in plain sight. From its deep history and striking design to its jaw-dropping auction value of $787,975, this penny captures the imagination of collectors worldwide. Check your change, look closely, and who knows, maybe the next fortune is sitting right in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history, hit the like button. Subscribe to Top Liberty Coins, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an episode. because here at Top Liberty Coins, we bring you the hidden stories, rare values, and true treasures of coin collecting.